Hello everyone, it is the video where I react to Death Battle. It's just me today, no one else, so, and for once I'm not lying to lead into Don coming in going, oh yeah, I'm nobody else, thank you. No, this is just me, and that's going to make this really awkward because not only am I a little bit under the weather, that is to say I am both sick and it is raining when the forecast said it would not be, but also, I do not give a toss about either character. I know really nothing about them except that one of them is the Chainsaw Man and one of them battles sorcerers. But, you know, I have no real connection here, so this is just going to be, we'll just see. But there's probably going to be a lot of dead air just cut out. This might, for all I know, this could be anywhere from a 40-minute reaction to a 10-minute one, depending on how much or little I have to say. So, I'm going to... Yeah, we're just gonna start watching it now, so... Strong. As his grandfather lay dying, he made Yuji promise. Many of the manga panels used from fan translations over viz due to being more accurate. Excuse... I mean, that makes sense. I'm glad they're admitting it. 83 years old! 83 years old! Excuse you? Is this like one of those, like... I nearly just dropped the spoiler for a different show. Is this one of those... like one of those Aang situations, maybe? Horrible. Vile. Gross. It focuses on agility and flexibility with the inclusion of spins. I love saying that, and the clip they choose shows him just very stiffly moving with no agility. No longer would he fight to protect others. This track sounds really familiar. Like, have they used this one before? Because I mean, it's hard for me to remember because they're usually all so generic. And because they're royalty free. I swear to all that's good that this has been used before, at least a very similar track to this, maybe a different variant of the same one. It just sounds really familiar, or maybe it's actually a Brandon track, and that's why it stands out. It's a little less generic. I don't know. It just sounds so familiar. Alright, so there's only two ways this is going to go. That's either going to be a win con, or they're going to say that Denji has some sort of, like, immunity or counter to it. That's like the sequel series, right? Like, the thing that people were saying, were like wondering if they would use, like, starts with an M. It starts with an M. It was fucking on screen. It was on screen at the start of the analysis. JJK fans, tell me down below if that was a good analysis or not. Wait, hold on, did they say Yakuza? Yakuza moment? Yakuza? Bakamitai moment? Huh? Dumb. What is that one? What was that? What was that creature? That was vile. Go back. No, actually, no, don't. What am I saying? Don't go back. I'm hoping we get like a full, like, Death Battle Season 2 Boomstick, full autism, just, oh, when he sees Chainsaw Man. Like, the full design. Like, chainsaws for hands and a head. That is full Season 1, 2, 3 Boomstick, just exploding jubilation moment. Like, that is exactly what would do it. Come on, give it to us. That's all I'm asking for. Oh, I like the music bit there. Like the beat and like the revving chainsaw. Yeah, I like that. No? Come on. Boomstick, notice the design. Okay, he's gonna bring up the chainsaws in a moment, right? No? Oh. I said don't put the thingy back on screen, and they did it. Damn. No boomstick, like, hyper brutality, hyper fixation. Oh. Oh. I thought we were getting it, but okay. Alright, I mean, I guess I'll live. I just realized that Yuji has like a completely different look in the bit that's from the sequel series as opposed to what we've seen in the fight preview. He better win, because if he does... Okay, no, it doesn't matter. If Yuji wins, people are going to say, oh, he won without even using the sequel. And if he dies, they're going to go, that's bullshit. They didn't even use a sequel, but they give like, Denji everything? Because they haven't paid any attention to the fucking analysis. Or just like didn't watch it. So one of those is going to happen. Ben 10 moment. I do like this track that they're using. Thinking outside the box, aka a low blow, what a lot of people think of before anything else. Is Denji just like Travis Touchdown, but with chainsaws instead of lightsabers? Like, on this genuine question. Because he kind of sounds like it. Yeah, I really like this track they're using. I don't feel like I've like particularly noticed the music tracks in Deathbound Analyses for a while, and then like these two and Megamind I clock in. I hope that's not because, you know, it can't be because I don't care about the actual content, because I care about Megamind. Where did they get... oh, okay. Where they get nuclear weapons, they reinvented them. Wait, I thought it was like existence erasure. They have to like... Do they still know about it? Because if they still know about it, it's not really existence erasure, is it? Well, no, of course, because Makima goes on talking about what was removed, so it's not actually existence erasure. It's just like making... Wait, no, but with death, I have no idea how that works. How can you just like... Okay, feet time. Feet time. Near light speed 2-ton bull, that's going to be like at least in megatons or higher, right? Is this a fetish monk? Like, he fixes everything and he like loses an eye now. Yeah, hey Chad. Yeah, sorry. Thank you, but I really don't care. I feel like Denji's got to win this, right? I'm gonna skip straight to the fight now. Let's see what's up.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Oh no. You're fine. You're fine.
Hey, Funky.
It wasn't my fault.
Nice to see a bit of Funky Kong rap.
Such a weird cursed energy like his before.
I like how the strongest character in this episode is Funky Kong. Okay, if that's in character, he literally is just Travis Touchdown with chainsaws. Just sounds it. That's just it. The second nut shot of the year, I think.
Wait for it.
Oh, I like the little like flashes of normal Denji in there. Yeah, so the whole splitting thing I thought would be a big help, but it turns out that's done literally nothing to help him. Is he gonna like spam black flashes now? Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, okay. I guess, is that spamming black flashes? Based on the effect, it looks like it. I like this actual choreography this time. I really appreciate that. It's not just like mild swinging of stuff.
A human and a curse. Brothers. You don't see that every day.
Chopped in half, fucking like Gojo.
All right, Pochita.
Oh, wow.
That burger place is
That's
still
almost like the exact framing, just like his lower half's on the floor this time, instead of standing like Gojo's.
He was strong, just not strong enough today.
Let's break this down into 4 chapters. Their speed, skill, ability.
You're welcome, Chainsaw Man fans. We know you wanted to win, but sadly this was it. Yeah, no shenanigans this time with the categories. Just.
But remember that time Denji dodged that flag that Yoru summoned from the moon? You know, the one that's over 200,000.
Yeah, I know. It's very fucking far away. I
I
have no issues with that.
Yuji's greater experience and martial arts combined, he was
Okay.
definitely the more
Okay.
skilled fighter.
What wasn't
Okay,
was who had the better abilities.
I'm feeling this so far, this conclusion.
Each other and how well they can heal from being cut. So I guess it's their cut ability.
Both could survive pretty insane wounds.
I can live with that.
Devil healing factor,
People took the Scythe 3 joke way too seriously.
cut ability.
Okay.
What it ultimately
I can live with
came
that.
down to was pound first.
I mean,
She's slicing apart an entire city
this
one
is
of the most
not
impressive
a
feats in all of
slide against the episode,
by measuring the
but,
clouds of dust created in Jujutsu's wake,
I think
we could
speed
possibly
already
launch
determines the
over
winner there.
5.5
But no, fair
billion
enough.
tons of debris into the air.
If Denji's not strong enough to actually hurt the other guy, it wouldn't make sense. So.
Denji was Oregon level.
The state of Oregon is the 9th largest in the union by total area.
I like that you can kind of hear Ben like registering what Chad just said and nearly breaking into a laugh there. I like that a lot.
As far greater speed, it was only a matter of time.
What can I say, Yuji? Denji's just
The
got
time
that
being like
dog in him.
The winner is Denji.
like
the
a
Chainsaw
second or two because obviously he's gonna do it. Right, yeah, I know about this one. I am ready. I really really like Superboy Prime. I didn't always like him, but like he had that redemption arc. I love the concept of Superboy Prime like as a character. Just big. I mean, he probably my third favorite character of the year, fourth, because I am one of those Bakugo fans. I knew someone who was just Bakugo, right? Like just massive dickhead, huge fucking tosser. But we made up. We became friends after a fight. To be honest, I mean it came down to that. It came down to we just fucking had a scrap and it worked out in the end. So, yeah, just Bakugo in real life is Australian. Who would have known? And then like Megamind and Gru are my favorite characters of the year so far. But Superboy Prime, I really like him. I'm like gamer posture, leaning forward for Superboy Prime. And for Sentry, I've read the first I think 5-issue miniseries. Very good. Like just like the way it plays around with meta concepts and like it plays into the idea of retcons by like really emphasizing the fact that it's a retcon. And to go, no, actually, it's not a retcon. You just never read those comics. And, like, it really plays into that, which I think is so clever and so interesting. And funny, too. Like, it's obviously, like, a bit of a joke, you know? It's a bit of a laugh. But it's also played for, like, some horror. Like, the horror of the idea of a retcon. One day, you just remember all this stuff that you swear was not a thing. Like, there's a horror aspect, right? To like, what a retcon would mean for someone living in it if they were aware of the retcon. I think that's really clever. So, like, I'm ready. Like, I'm not as into like, some of Sentry's later stuff that I've read so far. Like, his follow-up series, I didn't like that. The whole, like, Void's got his own body now and, like, throwing Void into the sun after giving him a big wet snog. It's like, yeah, love yourself and get over your problems, but that's kind of a fucky... it's definitely not intended, but it's a fucky message for someone with the ID. Just get over it. But it doesn't work in the end, and it's not even intended to mean that, so, you know, it's just a way you could read it. And there's, like, new Avengers stuff, I'm not sure on that. Like, the more I read a Sentry, the more I think it kind of would have been better if he just, like, stayed where he was. But then, like, this matchup would run into the same issues as Superboy Prime versus Marquis of Death, where, like, thematically fantastic, there's so much you can do with it, but also Marquis of Death does fucking nothing, he does fuck all. So... yeah, it's hard to deny that, like, as much as I do like the matchup, there's problems there. Sentry definitely has a lot more to, like, focus on and to actually talk about. I don't know who's going to win, because, like, I know people are really going on about, you know, Superboy Prime is, like, 2 Superman level, and Sentry's, like, just 1 Superman level. That's, like, the logic people are using. I think it's going to come down to, do they buy the retcon punch working to kill Sentry, and do they think it would kill Sentry before Sentry just uses one of his abilities to incapacitate or kill Superboy Prime. Because Superboy Prime probably is just stronger. Merge Sentry might be a match, from what I know. But, like, regular Sentry, I believe he's weaker than Superboy Prime. To my memory, to my knowledge, okay? While speed's probably even just, like, faster than fast is able to be conceived. I imagine physical stats, they might just make, like, they might just go, obviously Superboy Prime was way stronger than base Sentry, but when you talk about the other forms of Sentry, well, it's a lot more even. The cosmologies of Marvel and DC, in being lenient, are about even, meaning that they are likely of a similar level of strength. And the same goes for speed. Blah, 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 blah. Infinitely faster than fast. Yo, yo, yo. Physical stats is a draw. So this moves on to our next category, abilities. And then probably, like, mental stability is one that Don suggested when this was announced. I could see that playing at the fact that neither of them are quite all there. But mental health is a category. Mental health as a category. While that sounds funny, that is just what they did for Scarlet Witch versus Zatanna. So it's completely possible, and it makes sense for this matchup especially. I think it will just come down to who they think would go for their win con first, and like that's it. Who will go for their win con first? Which win con is more something they would use up front in a fight? And also whether or not Superboy Prime's wincon will work because Sentry is just so fucking bullshit. For all I know, maybe they'll even use the fact that Sentry has remained dead for quite a while now, because I believe his current run is like a prequel to, well, not prequel, but like takes place in the past. Whether, like, does Superboy Prime have the way to kill him the way he was killed for now, for good, in Marvel Comics? Meanwhile, like, I guess they could also go with, like, he didn't win against Blackest Night. And if they want to put Sentry as strong as Blackest Night, it would be a case of Superboy Prime just doesn't have the strength for that. So, yeah, there's a lot to talk about with that matchup. I'm really, genuinely curious how that'll go. And I'm just excited to see a retcon punch animated. I'm fully ready for that. Now, okay, it's not going to happen, but the absolute coolest thing they could do would be for Sentry to win, and then they have, like, a really oddly abridged short conclusion, and then on the winner screen, Superboy Prime's fist goes through, retcons the episode they're in to go back to the last moment of the fight, and then he wins, and you get the real conclusion. That would be the absolute coolest thing. It'd be one of the coolest things Death Battle has ever done. They're not doing it, I think, because that would be way more effort than it's probably worth, and I mean, the way to make that even cooler is if the initial analysis, right, is done in normal style. So it's just like an old school analysis, no categories for the conclusion, before the retcon punch turns it into a category one. So it comes across like the way Superboy Prime got the win is by altering the way in which Wiz and Boomstick analyzed the fight to put it into categories. Like, as if, like, it was unclear without categories, and they lean Sentry, but by forcing it to be a category conclusion, it now becomes a much more clear Superboy Prime win. That would be top 5 moments in Death Battle. They're not doing it. Again, budget, it's really, like, it's a very cerebral way to do it. Absolutely, people are not gonna get it. And it would be really funny, though, because it would be, like, a attention span check, because there'd be so many people coming in like, oh, I can't believe Sentry won, and then people going, what are you talking about? He didn't. And because they just didn't watch the conclusion all the way through to the end. Oh my god. Oh god. Hoodie Dude's gonna be so cooked. He reacted to not Death Battle, and he did not watch through the conclusion, so he did not get to the secret ending for Batman Spider-Man, where Wiz and Boomstick go back in time and change the outcome of the fight. Oh my god. I'm really hoping they do that. I might do that if I do a Super Prime episode, but I probably won't. Just because sprites are really not good for that. So like his sprites are really bad. So probably never going to use a Super Prime episode, like Super Prime myself. But you know, shame. Okay, now that's enough talk about Super Prime versus Sentry. Mind you, I've already drawn the choreos for that. I am fully locked in. But let's talk about Yuji Denji. That was the actual episode we're talking about. I want to go back to that fight. Because it was interesting. There was actual like choreography going on there. I just want to look back at this again. I know what that says. I'll pause it when I get to the review. Talk about it. Yeah, new funky mode in the bottom left corner. How you doing, buddy?
Oh no! You're fine. You're fine. This wasn't my fault.
I've never felt such weird cursed energy.
Bro looks like he just does not give a shit.
Say your prayers.
He really deserved to die, huh? Like, I guess like maybe that's just how it is in Jujutsu Kaisen, but what a dickhead.
You're a chainsaw curse?
Oh no! I'm the hero to all! Kick her asses!
Yeah, like, look at that. Like, there's real choreography there. Shit's happening. I like this.
Let's finish this! Chainsaw instant death technique!
I like that he says finally got you to stop moving, but like right there, he already did it earlier. Oh, okay, so he said punk ass bitch first, so that's Yuji's just like parroting him. I like the scissor cutting effect for the, and that might just be how it looks in his series, but it's done well. I like how it looks.
Wait for it.
Yeah, I love the way it like cuts between Chainsaw Man and Denji in that.
You had two
Cuts.
energy sources in one body, so I separated them.
Why does he sound so familiar? It's definitely an interesting way to showcase speed. I'm not sure it reads immediately, but it's creative. It's creative, so I like it. I like how they do go about like really showing Denji's regen. That's probably I hate to say that's probably the worst domain expansion we've gotten, but its competition's quite steep. Full zip curve, full zip curve in quality. Yeah, like because like compared to like with Hulk, right? Where his regen is like the most insane death battles ever seen. It's just bullshit. He'll just come back immediately no matter what, as long as he's got that fucking door. But like, I like that he regrows Denji's arm first before it. Yeah, but this one really has Denji get fucked up, so his regen really sells in this fight. Like, you really get the impression that he is getting absolutely minced throughout most of this fight. I think that's Maharaga reference, I think it is. The fucking adaptability guy. Yeah, I think that's a solid episode. I don't know if I would like it more or less if I knew anything about the characters. But I like it. I think it's well done. Do I have anything else interesting to say? Because I feel like with Bakugo Reze there was more for me to actually look at and go, X is why I like this. But with this one, it's a lot of just like very good, like standard but good choreography, combat shit. They don't really play as much with the camera, relatively. Like they do play with the camera, of course. It's 3D, you gotta. But I feel like it's more notable with Bakugo Reze because, you know, one, it's a sprite episode, they don't do it quite the same degree. Actually, no, I guess with sprite episodes, they do it better than a lot of the 3D episodes. But, I don't know, it just stood out more for me for Bakugo Reze, I guess because they were very aerial at the start and the end. This one is just solid. Like, it's just solid. It's just good. I'll definitely need to rewatch it again a few more times, get an idea of, like, why do I feel it's good, and explain to myself. Also, all the corpses, I think, have just disappeared. Maybe they got sucked in with the domain expansion, I don't know. But, yeah, I thought that was solid. I thought it was a good episode. I guess that's all I have to say now. Goodbye, everyone. I am excited for Sentry Superboy Prime. It's the first episode I've been excited for since, well, I guess since Grew Mine, so it's really not been that big a gap. Yeah. Please don't, anyone watching this who somehow needs me to tell them this, please don't go around making fun of fans of Cape shit for being happy that they're getting another episode, or talking about like, ugh, we're getting another Marvel vs. DC, when it's been years since the last one. I understand the Cape shit burnout isn't quite fixed because last year did have quite a few, especially Marvel episodes. I think like DC had Simone Kyle and Oh, it can't just be Simo and Kyle, right? Hold on. So we had Ghost Rider, and then we had Simone, and then we had Miles, Hulk, Blade. Am I missing someone? I'm gonna feel like I'm an idiot forgetting an episode. There's no way I'm just forgetting an episode from last year. Am I? Am I stupid? I mean, no, don't answer that, because that answer has no relation to the topic. But I think the only DC they used last year was Kyle Rayner. Crazy. But yeah, I understand with Marvel burnout, it's not quite left. And Sentry is another character on that cosmic scale. I say another. It was just Ghost Rider. It was like even split last year between street level and cosmic level. With Ghost Rider Hulk compared to Blade and Miles. Yeah. So I do understand the issues people have, but at the same time, I would argue that's really not that big a deal right now. It's nice to see some variety in the season, even if that variety is just all reliable. But yeah, don't go around bugging people and making fun of them for liking it or shit like that. Just like, oh, right, I should be clear. At the end of the last review, I made a yawn in relation to this episode being announced. That wasn't meant to be just because I'm sick of more shonen this year. That was more so because I just don't really know or care about the characters in particular. That didn't read properly. That did not come across the way I intended it. That's on me. But, yeah. That's it for today. Have a good one, folks. Take care.